Hello, YouTube. Guys, welcome to ChuksB podcast. Today, I will be reacting to a video about high car payment. For those of you who are paying a lot of money to finance your car today, we will be reacting to a couple videos about it. So, without further ado, let's dive right in, guys. Let's see what they're talking about.
So typically whenever something happens to my car, I automatically just want to go get a new car. I'm like, check engine light on, go get a new car. Need new tires, go get a new car. So my check engine light came on probably about like a couple.
By the way, with that attitude or mentality, that's how you remain broke, you know? If everything, little thing that happens to your car, you hurry up and go get a new one, then how are you investing? What do I know?
Weeks ago, and then I was having troubles like starting my car after I got gas, like put gas in my car. So last night I was like, okay, I just need to go get a new car. So then I started pricing out, like, because I already know what car that I want. I want to go electric. No, it's not a Tesla. And I priced it all out, seeing how much car payments were. Child, I'm about to go get my car fixed and go get some new tires because we're keeping my Ford Fusion because what y'all are.
It's my choice. It's my choice. Go fix your car. Fix your car and ride that stuff till the wheels fall off. Invest your money, you know? That money that you're paying towards this financing the car is your wealth building tool. I mean, that's how I look at it.
Out here paying $800,000 car payments. That is insane.
Get them car payments. Walk. Get a bike. For real. You don't have to. This stuff you don't have to. And stop trying to fit in.
He said, "Get a bike, man. Get a bike." That's funny, man. Let's go back.
With the world because, oh, everybody else got a car. And I bet you everybody else probably broke paying them car payments. There's so many people paying 30, 40% car notes, $500, $600, $700. Like, what the hell is you doing? You don't gotta do that. And don't have nothing. They don't got nothing. They not saving. They just making their lifestyle look a certain way. That's it. With that high note. That's all they doing.
That part.
The cars that I've owned and their car payments. Let's start off with some of y'all dream car that I keep telling y'all not to buy because it's a lemon. But it's the 2023 Jeep Wrangler. This one was $973 a month. Up next, we have my 2020 Dodge Challenger. This was the 50th edition. It was $1,060 a month. Then we have my baby that they have not repossessed because that's my soulmate. I love my car. This is the
Did she say 1060? That's $1,060. Wow, that's a mortgage. I mean, I don't know.
2022 Tesla Model 3 long range. This payment was $1,163 a month.
What? 1163, man. I ain't never paid no damn car note that high. Oh my god, that's a lot of money. The last payment I made on the car was about $400. Even then, I thought that was ridiculous. You know, I wouldn't even do that anymore. If it's not cash, forget it. I'll ride in a bucket, man.
I need to do a video on how much these cars are worth now. It'll shock you. Then we have another one of y'all dream cars that I keep telling y'all not to buy too. 2023 Mercedes-Benz C300. This one was $1,212 a month. Then we have Bronquisha, the Bronco. This one was a...
Guys, do this, man. Don't do this. Can you imagine all that money that she's paying every month? Imagine putting that money into stocks, man. Imagine putting that money into some legit investment that will bring you more money. You know, that's crazy. That's much.
2022 Bronco, and the payment on this was $1,219 a month. Then we have my 2022 Dodge Durango with the red seats. It was so cute. This one was $1,224 a month. My biggest money maker.
Wait, is this lady for real? Is she telling truth? Or is she like, what's going on here? She said her biggest money maker
Ever was this car. The 2020 Dodge Charger Scat Pack. This one was $1,260 a month. Look at my son. He was so cute. But anyway, the 2023 Dodge Charger, this was the last call. $1,508 a month. I know. I know. Last but not least, the only and last six-figure car that I'll ever own, 2022 Hellcat, $1,700 a month.
What?
$1,700.
I get this comment a lot.
Is she using those cars for business? Then I would say okay if she's making money out of it. But well, who is she? A celebrity? Like I don't see. I'm even just stuttering. Like that's a lot. That's too much, man. That's insane. Unless you're using those cars for like Turo and you're making money out of it, then I say okay, cool. But if you're not, that's just a lot of money that you're just throwing away for nothing.
So thank you, Patch, because I've been dying to talk about it. Car salesmen are normalizing high car payments. Wrong. Argue with me in the comments below. What you guys call normalizing high payments, I call setting expectations. Disagree with me if you want, it's okay. But two things that we can all agree on are that cars are expensive and interest rates are high. And for some reason, people know these two facts, but still think that car payments are $200 and $300. I personally think that we should abolish dealerships and be able to buy straight from the manufacturer, my opinion. Because if we cut out the dealerships,
I agree. You know, if you cut out the dealerships, then you can really get some pretty good discount on those cars. The dealership, the last time I went to the dealership to get a car, I literally left there being a little bit traumatized, you know. Since then, when it comes to going to the dealership to get a car or anything like that, I feel there's this feeling I get inside of me that is like, oh my God, do I really want to do this, you know? But right now, my model is I have to pay cash. It doesn't have to be a brand new car. I don't care to impress anyone, so cash it is.
guess you guys would just blame like the president, like you do with like gas prices and like taxes, I guess. Because I think that car salesmen get way too much heat for showing people exactly what they want and then how much that costs.
I know I shouldn't worry about what people do with their finances, but what scares the crap out of me is when I see people on here paying over $1,000 car payment. Like, what are you driving? The video that I just saw right now is, come with me to pay my $2,000 car payment. Like, I really do not want to go anywhere near that, actually. For me, personally, it's just not one of those things that I could justify. I know everybody has their own little thing that they could not spend. They have a certain threshold when it comes to that, right? And mine is car payments. It needs to be $500 or below, or you're freaking insane.
I got responsibilities now. Responsibilities? That means I'm not allowed to have fun anymore for the rest of my life.
So a lot of people on here like to talk about these high car payments that people have gotten themselves into in the last few years. And this is true. And I'm going to tell you a quick story about one that there is some advantage to those as well as a happy ending. So what I'm talking about is this 2021 Nissan Titan Pro 4X that was traded in yesterday. They had close to a 4-digit car payment, monthly car payment. And it's right there. It's the black one. I'm going to go over it here real.
That's crazy, paying that kind of money on a Nissan. Nissan, based on what I've heard, I've never driven a Nissan. They have a lot of CVT transmission issues going on, which makes the resale value really, really low. If you're paying a high car payment, just stick to your Toyota, man.
Real quick, and then I'm going to show you what they upgraded to and how they reduced their payment by half. So back in summer of 2021, so 2 years ago, interest rates were very low. For instance, they had 0% for 84 months on the Nissan Titans. That's unheard of these days. But that still equaled almost a 4-digit car payment. What does Pro 4X have? Well, quite a bit. It has those step rails. It has the extra suspension on the Pro 4X. It has this big truck bed. Let's get inside and take a look at a few other things. Got that Pro 4X leather stitching seats, that huge panoramic roof, the large screen right there. Let's see if we did what I hope we did and leave the MSRP. We did. So this retailed for $61,000 back in 2021. Now, there were some rebates and discounts that were applied to that probably, not to mention that 0% for 84 months. Put that back in there for the next customer who buys this Titan. This has 35,000 miles on it. So after 2 years of paying that payment. They didn't want to do that, as well as the gas prices. We have the second highest gas prices in the whole United States up here in Washington State. So what they did is they upgraded it to another Nissan, a 2023, and like I mentioned, cut their payment in half. And let me just show you what cutting your big truck payment in half does. Okay, I got the key to the car that they upgraded to, or one just like it. So what they did is they took that big truck payment, traded it in, even had a little bit of negative equity, and upgraded to this 2023 Nissan Ariya and did a 36-month lease. And just look how nice this is. They never have to pay gas anymore. They still get this nice design.
Wait a minute. Did he say they were on a little bit of a negative in the equity on the loan, and he still went ahead and financed, a lease this time around? So that means you're not even going to own it. I don't understand. Isn't this guy like digging himself deeper into a mess? Like, somebody educate me on how this stuff works. Guys, leave a comment below, man. Like this video. Let's go.
With these leatherette seats right there and all this room. Let's get on the driver's side and see what it looks like over here. And they get all this technology at a payment for half. So there is hope for those people out there that got into those big car payments to now get out, because there's incentives on some of these cars, just like this Nissan Ariya, that can help you cut it in half. And for those wondering, the person that did this is a friend of mine and gave me full permission to tell this story.
So the hope is you get out of financing a car into leasing it, even if you have a negative on the loan that you own. Got it.
With the utmost disrespect, if you are driving a brand new vehicle with a whopping fat payment, do not be complaining about groceries. Do complain about the economy. Do not be complaining about Joe Biden, even though he is absolutely terrible. I beg you. Y'all are embarrassing everybody. Just shut your mouth, okay?
I see these comments all the time from lenders and people who help people get mortgages, and it's one of the number one reasons they say that people aren't getting qualified for mortgages is high car payments. And as a financial coach who's helped thousands of people over the years save and pay off tens of millions of dollars, helping them one-on-one, looking at their budgets, looking at their expenses, high car payments are one of the number one reasons that keep people living paycheck to paycheck, because they are so devastating to their income. So if you want to put your...
It's your wealth building tool, you know? That money that you're supposed to use to invest and grow, let your money work for you, you putting that money into a piece of metal, man. I understand you got to get from point A to point B. You need a reliable car. Man, cut your coat according to your size, man. Get something real cheap that is reliable. And don't dig yourself into this hole for like... Now, the car payment usually now is about 72 months. Imagine paying $1,000 for 72 months. Guys, do the math, man. Come on. I mean, I don't know how you guys are making, how much you're making out there, but man, that's a lot of money.
Money into, say, something more worthwhile like a home, or if you want to end paycheck to paycheck living and financial stress, go look in your driveway, look in your garage. I guarantee you, for a lot of people out there, if they could do away with those high car payments and come up with different solutions for transportation that are less expensive, their lives would be far better off.
That's funny.
All right, so I'm just going to say this. This is my pet peeve, and I'm probably going to get some flack for it, but I'm going to say it anyway. All right, so this has to do with mortgages. This is my major pet peeve. I understand that it's really expensive out there. Obviously, I feel it. Everybody is feeling inflation and how expensive life is right now. However, there are still some people who want to get into the housing market, who can get into the housing market, but they're facing some limitations, and this is the one that bothers me. People who have really high car payments. Do you need to buy an expensive car? Like, I understand you need to buy, or you want to buy, a reliable vehicle. There's a difference between a reliable vehicle and an expensive car. Because I am sitting here in my 11-year-old Subaru that I bought 5 or 6 years ago that I do not have any payments on anymore. I bought it used. I bought it for under $15,000. In fact, it was like $13,000 I bought it for. And I'm still driving it. There's nothing wrong with it other than upkeep. But I come across people looking for mortgages who don't make a substantial income, and they are driving cars that are worth $50,000, even $60,000 cars.
Guys, you got to be smart with your finances, man. You got to be smart with your money because we are getting older. Remember that. And the older you get, the more money you're going to need to take care of yourself. Nobody, especially us men, nobody's coming to save you, man. You got to save yourself. Be smart.
And have a huge car payment. Now, they've saved enough in terms of a down payment, but what's preventing them from getting into the housing market is their car payment. This is a depreciating asset.
Absolutely.
Okay? It doesn't make sense to me. It's not like you can sell it 5 years from now and you're not going to get back your money. It's like the strangest thing. People are so afraid to invest their money in stocks in the stock market, but they have no problem knowingly going out and buying a depreciating asset. So if I said to you, hey, you want to put $50,000 into this stock, you know what? In 10 years, it's only probably going to be worth 30. What, like, I don't get it. It makes.
If I have to make $30,000 on top of $50,000 in 10 years versus spending that $50,000 on a car and it depreciates in 10 years, I'd do the first option. Invest the money. Get that 30K. Even though there are other businesses that could give you more money than that, but I will still take that option.
Makes no sense to me. So I know, like, it's your money, it's your choice, what you want to do with it, but you have to make choices as to what you want. Do you want a house? Because if you want a house, you may have to sell your car and buy a cheaper car. Like, until you have a lot of money where you don't have to worry about how much your car payments are, fine. If you're in that position, go out and buy yourself an extravagant car. Fill your boots. But when you're struggling to make ends meet, when people go out and buy cars that are way beyond their means, their financial means, it blows my mind.
Here we go. This is a Tesla Model Y. This is a repo. I mean, this car is almost brand new. It's only got 1,500 miles on it.
Guys, man, the repossession going on right now is insane. People can't pay. They can't pay for these high cars that they're buying. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Is that how they say it? Cut your coat according to your size, man, and buy cars that you can really afford, man. Come on.
How do you open a Tesla? There we go. Boom. I mean, this thing is sweet. It's a brand new car. It's only got 1,500 miles. And someone let it get repoed. And make no mistake, this is coming from a big bank. This is coming from Wells Fargo. This is a repo. It's got 1,500 miles on it. So I actually just talked to the guy that's been buying a lot of these repos. I saw him in the lane, and like he bought this Tesla. It's only got, 1,500 miles. He said he actually buys these things all the time. I mean, it's a brand new car. We're seeing a lot of these situations pop up now. We're seeing a lot of these newer cars with not very many miles start to get repoed, and this is something we haven't seen in the last 2 to 3 years because people could afford the cars then. At least they thought they could afford the cars then, and they were able to make their payments. And now it's not the case. And we're still seeing a ton of this. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know I've already belabored this point. Chargers, Challengers, they're everywhere, and it's really just that class of cars because we're seeing Chargers, Challengers, seeing Mustangs, we're seeing Camaros, we're seeing a lot of these toys that are popping up through the system. A lot of young people that thought they had tons of money when they were getting pumped all this free money in the last few years. Well, they spent it, and now they don't have any money anymore, and now everything's costing more. Rent's costing more, insurance costing more, milk's costing more, eggs are costing more, gas is costing more. What else? Put it in.
Everything costs a lot of money now, man. You just got to be smart and plan your life, period.
the comments, what else is costing more? They're having to pay that, and they can't pay that, and their car payments. So they're letting these toys go back, and they have to let them go back because if they don't let them go back, they can't eat. So we see.
And they'll repossess it anyways. There's nothing you can do. You just gotta let it go.
This a lot too, especially with a lot of Jeeps, a lot of big trucks. You see a lot of aftermarket parts on a lot of these things because, you know what, they spent money on getting these wheels and rims and this lift kit, and after that they couldn't pay their bill on the Jeep. So you know what, they lose the Jeep, they lose the lift, they lose the wheels, they lose the tires, everything goes because they can't make the payment on the Jeep.
Crazy, man. Well, thanks guys for spending your little time here with me. I appreciate it. This is the end of the videos for now. Guys, please be generous with that subscription button. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Thank you again. I will leave and I will see you guys back with more videos. All right, bye bye.